everyone, welcome to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Today it's Arena Championship Series Central from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland. Driver change as Matt Cody makes his domestic debut, filling in for the series points leader, Brandon Vincent. Points do stay with the truck, so the lead remains with Gravedigger, Cody Saucier, John Zimmer Jr., Zach Gardner among the superstars competing. And our first competition is racing, and out first it is Matt Cody out of Williamsport, Maryland. Again, driving Gravedigger internationally. Now inside this truck, filling in for Brandon Vincent. A little tough on the turn, gets some nice air over the finish line, and a time of 10.750. Next up in racing, Michaela Tolochka, the fastest time over to the finish line, wins the competition and gets the first 8 points of the night. Here is Megalodon, and she's going to try to beat that time set by Gravedigger. We are off a little slow off the starting line. Now she's got it going, but right over the turning box, just crushes it and laying that box in waste. She's going to go all the way around. This could be a penalty for her. Up over the finish line she goes, 16.917, so the 5 seconds added on to the time. Next up out of Clarion, Pennsylvania, here's Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Right out of the gate, red hot start for him, goes all the way around. He does clear the new turning box, and now he'll try to get this thing up on 3 wheels, climbing over the rim. Nice air, little whip action across the finish line, and 10 seconds flat is the time for Tony Oaks. That is now the time to beat. Our next competitor out of Christmas, Florida, this is Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian in her rookie season. Off the line we go, Dalmatian Nation out in Cleveland. She got to chop that dirt up around the turn, a little rough for her. She continues to chop the throttle here, just trying to hammer away and get some sidewalls over the finish line. Jamie Sullivan does cross the finish line, a little wobbly, but 10.917 is the time. Our next competitor out of Fortville, Indiana, this is Zach Gardner in Wildside. He was deep staged over there. He's going to slow roll that truck all the way up to the finish line. He'll get an outside amber and then a green light, and here goes Wildside. Zach Gardner gonna hammer it down. Nice turn there, goes wide around the drift, just clearing the pod. He does clip it. That wheel goes up. You see the shocks having to work a little extra, and some big air across the pod, 10.792. Next out, his teammate for Overboard Motorsports from Grandy, North Carolina. This is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Great pure racer on this series, one of the youngest superstars in Monster Jam, former co-rookie of the year. And now he's got Terminal Velocity, up little brake check action. And a nice landing. Let's see the time coming in, 10.417. Lead remains with Thunderoris. Next up out of Wisconsin, another second generation driver. This is Brandon Tolochka in Just Get Her Done 2. He gets on 3 wheels. He again takes the turn box out. So like sister, like brother here, just destroying that box out of the chalk line. Does get it over the finish line in 15.625. So 5-second penalty there for Brandon Tolochka. And our final competitor out of Lafayette, Louisiana. This is Cody Saucier in Dragon. It's down to Cody or Tony Oaks. Nice corner there, gets a great angle. He's got to put some time in here. He's got to get it going. Brake on the backside, 10.010. So just by the skin of that dinosaur teeth, Tony Oaks will be our racing winner here tonight. So Tony with the first 8 points of the day. As you look at the BKT overall point standings, Cody Saucier in second, John Zimmer Jr. third, Matt Cody in fourth, and Zach Gardner in fifth. Still 3 more competitions to go. Tony Oaks off to a red-hot start in Cleveland against Thunderoris. Hang on to the lead. Find out when we come back with the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master from Cleveland, Ohio. Next up here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse is the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. In this competition, driver has 2 attempts to wow the crowd with a maneuver using only 2 wheels, and they are scored by fans in attendance on creativity, skill, and execution. Let's take a look at our top competitors. Up first, this is Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Just slows the truck up, looking for a popper. She gets one, doesn't quite get the front 2 wheels underneath the truck, and that's going to cost her a little bit, but 7.262 is the score. Next up is Cody Saucier in Dragon. He goes deep on this track as he tries to set her up here over the pod. Could be a popper here as well. Goes right out to the edge. Now he's going to back up, looking for a reverse stoppie here. Gets it onto the wheelie now. And here comes a popper right here into a stoppie. And he has got some trouble with that front right wheel. The planetary looks like it is broken. It's not moving, so 7.851 is the score for Dragon. Here comes Zach Garner in wild side. Right up here on the log stack, he's gonna go for a popper, gets it right up onto the front two BKTs. Now he's got to slow edge this thing all the way across. Great angle there from our drone cam at the top of the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Now he's hitting that rear steer and front steer. You see the wheels move in opposite directions. He is showing off for the fans here in Cleveland, and he's got 20 seconds to land this thing back down. And there it is, great maneuver there for Zach Garner. Coming off again on the center ramp, trying for a popper, gets a stoppie instead, and not much on attempt number 2. 8.972 is the score. John Zimmer Jr. terminal velocity with an opportunity approaching the tire stack. Gonna go for a popper here, gets it right up there. There is your 180-degree angle of the truck. That is what you want to see, absolute perfect execution. And now he's got the slow roll into the nose wheelie. We'll see if he tries to moonwalk it back, but he's got great concentration here, great focus, and this is the competition he has really improved at from his rookie year all the way to his second season. That back clip off of that terminal velocity truck, so you see every single thing going on inside the back end of that truck. Finally ends the maneuver, and now attempt number 2, going for a popper here down the backside of the ramp, right into a nose wheelie. Great catch, shifts it right into second, and now he's got the truck right where he wants to again. Slow control, complete control here. A lot of drivers will tell you that they never know what the truck is going to do, but right now John Zimmer Jr. has that 12,000-pound machine doing everything he wants. Right back onto the moonwalk, up the pod, into the dip, and back down on the center. Incredible awareness, and he's not done. He's got a wheelie triple combo move. Almost had a stoppie there for number 4, 9.365. Finally, Tony Oaks coming down the center ramp. He goes into a stoppie as well. Love seeing this move here off the pod. Trying to figure out what to do. He's going to slow this thing back up. This is tough. He's got to have this truck right into where he can catch it into gear, and he has got it onto that dip. That's the toughest part of that track when you're trying to moonwalk up the pod. Attempt number 2. Again with a stoppie. Same spot. Why not? It worked the first time. He's going at the well one more time. Another great angle. You see those back 2 wheels up on top of that truck, trying to just get this thing where he needs it, and he's got it. Thunderosaurus, if you've ever seen a 12,000-pound dinosaur balancing on its front 2 wheels, you're seeing it today. And here is the moonwalk. Can he get it back up? He does. And that is a great maneuver. Some nice air there to close out his attempt. 9.402 is the score, and that's going to get Tony Oaks his second win of the day. So great start for Tony Oaks and Thunderosaurus. He'll get 8 more points added to his total as we take a look at the BKT overall point standings after 2 competitions. Thunderosaurus has the lead at 16. Terminal Velocity, Cody, Saucier, and Dragon, Zach Garner, and Wildside, rounding out your top 4, each with a shot at the event championship. Been a perfect day for Thunderosaurus. Will the Apex Predator continue to dominate? Find out with Donuts and Freestyle next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland. Our next competition is Donuts. Once again, fans are scoring based on momentum, speed, and number of revolutions. Now let's take a look back at our top 3 drivers. First up, it was Michaela Talachka in Megalodon. She gets her first podium finish of the day, and she's got a good one working here. Front clip off the truck, low center of gravity for those back 2 BKTs, and then comes out with a nice break dance landing, 8.755. Next up, Matt Cody in Gravedigger getting his first podium finish as well. He's got that Gravedigger style donut coming in hot, just roosting the dirt off this track. You see the bottom there just bellowing out, and 8.931 for Matt Cody. And finally, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's going to get his first win here in Cleveland as he comes out and dominates just close enough to that pod to grab a little bit of room, and he is rolling this thing out. Complete, absolute donut dominance here for Terminal Velocity. 9.419 is the score, and that's the score that gets the win. So with his first win of the day, John Zimmer Jr. gets 8 points. He is now tied with Tony Oakes at the top of the leaderboard. Matt Cody and Zach Garter and Cody Saucier all tied at 14 points. Michaela Tolochka 10, Jamie Sullivan 8, and Brandon Tolochka with 6. Final competition in Cleveland is freestyle. Each driver gets 75 seconds to perform their best freestyle run. To get a score, drivers must complete the first 15 seconds of the run. Fans once again judging, and the fans want to see him use every obstacle on that 6-sided pod. They want to see creativity, technical moves, combinations, and of course a wow moment or two. And here is Jamie Sullivan out of Christmas, Florida, the young rookie driving Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Nice technical moves here. She gets a stoppie and then right over that ramp, almost to the backflip. Comes off a little wobbly, he's able to save it down on all 4 BKTs. Huge air there for Monster Mutt Dalmatian, biggest air of the event so far. And we'll see if she can add to that. Time is running out, 75 seconds goes by incredibly fast in these arenas. Huge air again, almost clears the pod. Jamie Sullivan throwing it down. No room there as you see the tunnel. She's going over here and she's gonna try to save it, and she does. Let's take a look here at the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. 7.975 is the score for Jamie Sullivan. See that stoppie, gets it down. Fans going nuts here. Love what they see out of the young rookie. Speaking of rookies, here comes Michaela Tolochka in Megalodon. Had a slow start, but a great finish in Donuts. Now has her sitting in a good spot. We'll see what she does here in freestyle. Second generation driver out of Wisconsin. Her dad, Mitch, known all over the world in this sport. Brandon, of course, her brother, also driving on this series, so it runs in the family. See a lot of second-generation drivers throughout Monster Jam, and quite a few really good ones here on this tour, including Michaela Tolochka. Single log pushes the back 2 wheels all the way up over. That shark body just falling off. Looks like it's hanging on by a bolt, and she's going to try to shed that thing to make her vision a little better. Now in reverse, trying to come back over, and that body just hanging to the side. You got to wonder if it is impairing her a little bit. She's trying to bounce it off, and it is hanging on by a thread. Come on, Megalodon. And that is going to do it for Michaela Tolochka. Take a look at the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. Nice air, gets a great bounce, and then gets it back down. Solid run for Michaela Tolochka. Next up, her brother gets a turn. Brandon Tolochka, and just get her done too. He's got an event win to his name on this series early on, so Brandon capable of putting together a run and getting a win. That score to beat Monster Mutt Dalmatian, 7.975. Comes back on the other side, jams that front wheel going up the ramp. That allows him to get a wheelie, so a nice catch. We'll see if we see the Packers peak move here, and that might be it right there. Just could not get the back 2 wheels up at a vertical base. Right over the single log, back down on the far side. Has to get that 3rd wheel up in the air to keep the momentum. Some nice air here. He's coming off into a stoppie, cartwheeling it. 1 wheel save, and Brandon Tolochka just get her done with maybe the save of the day. Again, back over the pod on the other side. This dirt is really tacky here. You're seeing that right now in freestyle as we take a look at the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. Brandon Tolochka, 7.921 is the score that will take the lead as you get a great look at that save from Just Get Her Done 2. Brandon Tolochka has the lead, but will he get the win? And who will be the event champion? Those questions will be answered when we come back next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master, as we continue on from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland. And business about to pick up. Up next out of Williamsport, Maryland, Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Brandon Vincent leads the series. He is not in the truck this weekend, so Matt Cody gets the call. Matt driving Gravedigger internationally, more than happy to step in. It's been a dream of his since he was a kid to drive Gravedigger, and he now has that opportunity. We'll see if he can get his first domestic win of the season. He's made a few appearances in Cleveland in the past years, 18, 19, and 20. So this is his 4th year competing in Cleveland. No better way than come in the middle of the point series with the lead and try to keep it for the black and green wrecking machine. Nice jump there. Matt Cody is a great driver when it comes to filling in for Gravedigger. You have to hit that ragged edge style. You have to be able to live up to the hype. He does that, and we take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. Brake check, jump, nice air, and 8.722. That is enough to take the lead. So Matt Cody, impressive freestyle debut in Cleveland. He is now the leader. Speaking of leaders, Tony Oaks, Thunderoris, great day for him in Cleveland. Winning the first two competitions, he sits tied atop the leaderboard with John Zimmer Jr. at 21 points. And now the 10-year U.S. Army veteran trying to get a win. Back right wheel looks like it's dragging just a little bit, not enough to slow down this 12,000-pound dinosaur. As Tony Oaks now gets a nice roost, got the momentum. There's a great end-over-end jump. Wrong spot on the pod, though, right into that dip. So he loses a little bit of steam. Now coming in for the backflip, first backflip attempt of the day in Cleveland. He goes slow, corkscrews it, and now he's gonna end up going on the hood of the dinosaur. Nice action though, just came off a little far. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. Gets that push, corkscrews it, lands hard on the front left wheel, and 8.394. Well, the event championship will be decided right here. John Zimmer Jr. terminal velocity needs to finish second place or better here to win the event championship. Otherwise, it would go to Tony Oaks. And it's been a great start to the weekend for John Zimmer Jr. He won the event championship here in the last event Saturday evening, taking the skills win as well as the overall. He has had a great season. The 2022 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year along with Gravedigger's Weston Anderson. Nice brake check, end over end, comes down into a nose wheelie save, so he clipped the back two wheels, catches it in gear, shifts it over, and makes the save. Now on the other side, terminal velocity, making it happen, knows what's at stake. The event championship trophy is his if he lands a big move. Nice sky wheelie, finesse on the landing, gets a wheelie, hits the rear steer, and crab walks it across. Now just stuck a little bit, don't want to see that, right on the edge of that pod. Never want to end up there, but he's got that throttle now hammered down again. You see the smoke on the wheels coming out. He is pushing this thing to its limit, and a great jump, clearing it by about a half a truck length. Now on the deep side of the track, going for a donut here is John Zimmer Jr. terminal velocity. Great run as we take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. There's the big air for terminal velocity into the nose wheelie on the back side of the ramp. And a great score and a way to address the fans here. They may give him another event win before he leaves out of this building. Next up is teammate out of Fortville, Indiana, Zach Garner in Wildside. He's wasting no time. Comes all the way around to the single log, makes a nice jump, goes deep by the tunnel, and then out again on this side. Tire stack, huge sky wheelie. Shades of his dad, Jamie Garner, lands it on the back too, and then gets it all the way down. Zach Garner now building some momentum, comes up over the log, right in there, just hits the back two wheels on the edge, almost took out the sway bar. A lot of momentum here building up over the tire stack. Again, big time air right on the edge, back down on the near side pod. Single log goes to the side of it though, didn't hit it full steam, didn't hit it at the right angle, so whips it over, and now he's got the momentum, maybe a speed move there, and you see the exhaust just flaming away, giving all kinds of power to Wildside. And now we may have another backflip attempt here. He goes a little to the right into a wheelie. I don't know how the heck he did that, but great awareness by the kid out of Indiana, second generation superstar. Makes it a nice combo move, full speed now for Wildside, right into the pod. He's in caution mode, and he is throwing it reckless down. I don't know how he survived that without having to make a save, but he did. 8.627 is the score for Wildside. Zach Garner getting it from the crowd here in Cleveland. Nice run as he will finish his day. Here comes Cody Saucier in Dragon out of Lafayette, Louisiana. You want to talk about a resume in Monster Jam, started all the way back in 2012 before his driving days when he was named Mechanic of the Year, the 2014 Rookie of the Year, 2015 Rising Star Award, 2015 Showdown winner, and then of course 2019 he took home the Saturday Racing Championship at the All-Star Challenge. This guy can drive no matter whether it's an arena or a stadium. He is one of the best pure racers in Monster Jam, and his reputation here tonight has absolutely lived up to the hype. He's had a great time in that Dragon Monster Jam truck. Dragon now coming back over here to the tunnel side of the pod. A lot of eyes back there watching Cody Saucier to see what he can do. Drivers learning a lot from him. Weston Anderson was on his series last year and gave Cody a lot of credit at the Monster Jam Award ceremony for that Rookie of the Year, as Cody took him under his wing, and doing the same this year with John Zimmer Jr. and Zach Garner. Three-wheel turn now, Dragon back up over the pod, just clips that landing right there on the inside lip. And now he has run out of room and he's run out of time. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. Nice air for Dragon. The truck may got a little jacked up on the left side on that jump. And that was our final competitor. So Matt Cody's going to take the freestyle win. He gets 8 points as we take a look at our final BKT overall point standings. It is John Zimmer Jr. by 1 point getting the win. That's his second consecutive overall event championship, and he is on the track with our pit reporter, Karina Encarnacion.
3 out of 4 so far. You are on a roll. How are you feeling right now?
This is like living in a dream. The only time I've ever got this many overalls as my max is 2. When I got 3 out of the 4, the only thing I got left to do is just go for it all later tonight, pick up that 4th one. But I couldn't have this amount of success without an amazing team back there in the pits. Got my teammate Zach Garner and Wildside, my dad John Zimmer, wrenching on my truck, making sure that thing's 110% to go. Both of our trucks 110% to go. We just come out here, lay it on the track for you fans, and that's what it is for us.
And of course, there's also more family in the back. So how does it feel to have your father being your crew chief and making sure that you are in tip-top shape?
It's honestly a dream come true, because I used to watch him go up and down the road driving these amazing Monster Jam trucks. Now I'm out here doing it just like he did, burning it to the ground for you great fans. So Cleveland, did you guys have fun at Monster Jam today or what?
Thank you, Karina. So a big night for Team Overboard, a big night for John Zimmer Jr. at Terminal Velocity. Gets another event championship, racking up those wins in Cleveland and racking up those wins this season as he tries to tighten the series points gap over Brandon Vincent in Gravedigger, who will return to the seat at the next event. Please make sure you follow us on social media at Monster Jam. We are on the road to World Finals. If you want to join us in Nashville, head to monsterjam.com for all the information. For everyone here at Monster Jam and my co-host Karina Encarnacion, it's been a great night in Cleveland. That is all the time we have, but I will see you right here next time on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.